Welcome to the Ambitious Coach Podcast. This is a place where driven, determined coaches learn how to get off the business growth struggle bus and learn how to build a wildly profitable online coaching business. I'm your host, Allison Henderson, corporate dropout to six-figure social media business coach. I'm going to show you how I've been able to create the business of my dreams organically, all through utilizing my social media platforms. So pull up a seat, take some notes, and get ready to see your life and bank account transform. Hello. Welcome back to the podcast. I hope you're having a fantastic month so far. I'm so excited. I don't know if I shared this with you yet, but I'm going on a vacation next week. I'll be heading to Florida for spring break. I'm just really looking forward to laying on a lawn chair, getting some sun, hopefully having somebody bring drinks to me. So I'll likely be off social media as well. So if you don't see me pop up on there very often, that's why. But I will be posting a podcast episode that week. So you will see me or hear from me at some point. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to relaxing, if I'm being completely honest. So this episode is all about helping you build your confidence. I know putting yourself out there on social media can be, awkward and weird. Like you're talking to strangers with your phone, right? Like it's not normal. It's not comfortable. And even just selling and sharing how your program or how your offers are so amazing can feel awkward and weird in your system. Like it's not easy and it probably doesn't come natural for you. And yeah, I get it. This was something I had to really lean into when I first started my coaching business. Now I am very confident in myself and in my offers. And I want to share with you how I've been able to do this on social media and really show up confidently and have people and even myself like shout from the rooftops why I think people need to work with me and join my programs. Okay. So this is the thing. The truth of the matter is that we buy from confident people. We buy from people who love their offers and can confidently say, this is for you because, or maybe just like, these are all the reasons why you have to have this right now. And you might think it's like a God-given born trait or something like that to have just natural confidence. And that's actually not true at all. I've seen people come into my coaching world, my coaching container, who are super introverted when they start with me and sometimes can like barely speak to me on the first couple of calls because they're just nervous and it's hard for them to talk to people. And I've seen these people, they come out, they're making six figures, they have a team, they show their face on social media every day. Like it can happen. It can be that fast for you. Okay. But it's you committing to digging deep inside yourself and coming out of that shell and becoming that woman that you truly see for yourself. You have that inside of you right now. You can do this with small daily tasks or daily action steps, even just like little daily mindset shifts or practices that you can do. And over time, you will have so much more confidence. And my success formula starts with you having that deep inner belief in yourself, just knowing that this is the right path for you. This is what you're meant to do. And once you know this, you still might lack some confidence. And it's really because you just lack some clarity around your next steps. You lack that clarity around the strategy. Okay. And with almost all of my clients, they become a ton more confident once they have clarity around that actual business strategy. So with clarity, we naturally take action. Clarity with confidence is the best success recipe. Okay. Then once you take action, right, on your strategy, you get results. Okay. I'm going to repeat this because it's like my little success formula here. Okay. When you have clarity around your strategy, you have more confidence to take action. And when you take action, you get results. So my number one way for you to gain more confidence is knowing you have a proven system that works for you to get clients and make money. And once you have that, you will definitely take action a lot more. When you're walking around not sure what to do or what to focus on, you likely won't do much each day. And when you know, I do this or I do that, then bam, your business actually starts to grow. Your mindset shifts and you start to really be that boss lady or whatever you want to call yourself that you envision for yourself. Okay. So number two, I want you jumping in that cold water. And what I mean by this is So many times I hear people say like they have 1 foot in or 1 foot out, or you're just like dipping your toes in the water to see if you like it. All right. But instead, I need you to fully jump in. There's so much fear around putting yourself out there and being fully seen. Like I truly, truly get this. But in order to grow, you got to just jump in head first and just see that it's not so bad. Like your mind is making it out to be much worse than it actually is. And the more that you do this, the sooner that you'll feel that safety inside of your nervous system that makes you just feel safe to post and safe to share, safe to go live, safe to sell. It's going to be okay. Like your nervous system over time will sit there and go, it's fine. When you post this, you're safe, you're fine. And it might sting at first, right? Like it's like when you jump in that cold water, it might sting a bit. It might feel cold and uncomfortable, but it's going to be okay. Number 3, do the thing that scares you the most. All right. So I always tell my clients, like, you're probably going to hate me. You're going to be mad at me, but I'm doing this for your highest good. I'm doing this because I care, number 1, but because I really do want you to succeed. I really want you being that person that you see for yourself, like your most successful self. And I help you expand your comfort zone. I help you really get out of your head and do those scary things. Over the past couple of months, I've had a few clients who had some fear around public speaking and doing the lives and just really showing up as their most successful self. They want to make a big impact, like I know you all do, right? And they see themselves as this coach who has a big following, making bank, and they have like a fan club of people who just love working with them. And when I ask, like, what does that woman do differently than what you're doing right now? A lot of it comes down to that confidence level. And then I ask, well, how did she get there? How did she gain that confidence? And if you are someone who sees yourself like on stages or doing webinars for hundreds of people, then do something scary that gets you closer and closer to that person that you see on that stage or that you see doing webinars for those hundreds of people. I make my clients do these things sometimes, okay? Like, for example, I have made my clients do those full week of lives. I had them do the webinar. I get you to expand that comfort zone, and I want you doing it fast. And they always thank me later, okay? Always. Because once they do it, they're not as scared of that unknown anymore. You don't have to walk around anymore wondering how it's going to feel inside your body once you actually do it. You realize it wasn't so bad. It was actually fun. I actually have had people say, I'm like, kind of feel high on life right now. Like I can do anything. And I'm like, because you can. You can do scary things and leave those experiences being like, wow, that was actually amazing. So do things, and this could be every day, that help you expand your comfort zone and ultimately build that business that you desire. All right. So number 4, look at your daily habits and check in with your identity that you're currently identifying as. And I'll explain this in more detail, but as I mentioned earlier, it's a daily commitment. Every day, commit to doing small action steps that will help you build that confidence within yourself. Some people just decide to go after it and they make those identity changes. So right now you might be hanging on to an old identity that just you really fully need to let go. I know for a fact, I was in a 9-to-5 job. I was an employee for many, many years, right? So I'm not an employee anymore. I am a business owner, right? And if you are somebody, right, like, so you have to literally say, like, I'm not an employee anymore. I'm a business owner. And that person has a different mindset. Okay. You aren't a 9-to-5er. You have the flexibility to make your own schedule. You are an entrepreneur. If you're late to a meeting, like nobody's going to slap your hand, right? Like you're not going to get fired, right? So I think a lot of times we need to really embody that identity of that business owner that you see for yourself. You get to make your own rules in business. You get to do things your way. And so many times we're holding on to the things that don't serve us anymore. What do you want your day-to-day to really be like? How do you want it to feel like? So I was told this, I'm not sure who gave this to me, but it's be, do, have. I'm going to repeat that. Be, do, have. Be the person that you want to be first. Then you do the action steps that the person would do. And then you have the life that you desire. All right. So be the person first, then do the action steps that person would do. and then have the life that you desire. It's not do, have, be. I think a lot of people think that. It's like, oh, if I just do these things, I'm going to have these things, and then I can be the person that I want to be. And that's not true. You have to be that person now. How can you be that person that you see as your most successful self? What does she do differently than what you do right now? How can you make those small changes every single day? Those small changes turn into big changes. And you know this. I know you know this. And it can happen so fast for you. It can happen in 3 months, 6 months. Your whole life can change in a year, in a really short time frame, because you fully decided to make those changes you needed to make in order to have that big identity shift and those mindset shifts. Okay, so today, commit to doing things differently. Commit to changing your energy and being that person that you truly want to be. If nothing changes, right? So you have to make those changes, even if they're so small, if they're so slight, okay? And if this scares like the bejesus out of you, like I get it. It's not something that you have to do alone. If you do desire to have a coach help you expand this part of you and go deeper into discovering who you truly want to be, this is one of the many things that I help my clients with in private one-on-one coaching. I help you gain that confidence to sell and market your offers. And I give you that step-by-step proven strategy to get those clients on social media. I walk you through that success formula, right? I want you having clarity on your strategy so that you have the confidence to take action every single day so you can have the results that you're looking for. I help you get closer and closer to that person, that coach, that consultant that you see for yourself, your most successful, most higher self. If you're ready to make those big changes, send me a DM on Instagram or click the link in my show notes to apply and book your sales call with me. Thank you so much for listening. I really hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you soon. Thank you for listening to the Ambitious Coach podcast today. A couple favors before you go. If you found this episode helpful, please take a screenshot and share it on Instagram. Most importantly, don't forget to tag me at Allison_Henderson_coach. That's ALLISON Henderson_coach. And lastly, please take a minute to rate this episode and leave a raving review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you tune in to listen. Okay, ambition is great, but it's time to get to work. Take action and commit to being 1% better every day. Once again, thank you for tuning in, and I will see you again next week.